2,000 years ago, the world trembled under the rule of one man, a being so powerful he destroyed nations, burned souls, and even defeated the gods themselves. People feared him so much they gave him a name that echoed through eternity, the Demon King. But legends say he died long ago, and now the world waits for his reincarnation. To prepare for that day, a special institution was built, the Demon King Academy, where the strongest descendants of demons are trained, hoping that one among them might carry the true blood of their dark ruler. And this year, rumors spread like wildfire. The Demon King will be reborn. We shift to the Academy's gates, where a quiet girl named Misha arrives for her entrance exam. She nervously clutches her ticket, only to drop it when she bumps into someone. A young man named Anos picks it up and hands it back, his calm presence immediately standing out. Before the moment can settle, a sneering voice cuts in, a noble student mocking them, laughing at the idea that such weaklings could pass the exam. Anos doesn't even blink. With a cool smile, he tells the bully his magic is so insignificant, he almost didn't notice him at all. That one line is enough to spark fury. The noble conjures a massive dark flame, threatening to burn them alive. But with just a gentle breath, Anos extinguishes it, like blowing out a candle. The crowd stares in disbelief, and this is only the beginning. When the entrance duels begin, fate, or maybe irony, pits Anos against that very same noble. Clad in glowing armor and wielding a flaming sword, the arrogant boy brags about his family's unmatched power. Across from him, Anos stands relaxed, almost bored, as if he's already won. The fight starts. The noble charges, sword blazing. But once again, Anos exhales and the flames vanish into thin air. Gasps echo through the arena. Then, with a smirk, Anos raises the stakes. I won't move. I won't use magic. I won't even lift a hand, and still, you'll lose. The noble scoffs. But before he can swing again, an unseen force slams into his body. He coughs blood, trembling in shock. Anos leans in. The sound of his heartbeat alone crushed his opponent from the inside. Terrified but stubborn, the boy refuses to surrender. So Anos snaps his fingers, ending his life in an instant. Silence falls, and then, 3 seconds later, the boy opens his eyes. Anos has revived him effortlessly. Kill, revive, again and again, each time breaking the noble spirit a little more. Finally, fear overwhelms pride. The arrogant noble kneels, admitting defeat, not because he was forced, but because Anos shattered his will. The crowd watches in stunned silence, realizing the truth. This isn't just another student. The Demon King has returned. After the duel, the Academy proceeds with the aptitude tests. Designed to measure magical potential, most students score in the range of a few hundred points. Even the best of the nobles barely touch the higher numbers. Then it's Misha's turn. The crystal glows bright. Her score rockets past the expected limit, reaching over 100,000. Gasps fill the hall, but nothing compares to what happens when Anos steps forward. The crystal begins to shake violently as it tries to read his power. The glow intensifies until, crack, the entire crystal shatters into pieces, unable to contain his overwhelming magic. The examiners stare in disbelief. This isn't just talent. This is something far beyond what they've ever seen. And when the exams finally end, Anos casually invites Misha to dinner at his home. With a flicker of teleportation magic, they arrive at his house, where another surprise awaits. Anos' parents greet him at the door, overjoyed to see their son return from the academy. His mother proudly declares that her boy has already passed the entrance exam, despite being only 1 month old. That's right. Though he appears fully grown, Anos has only existed for a single month since his rebirth. His growth defies logic, but his parents accept it with warmth and humor. When Misha steps inside, Anos introduces her. His mother's eyes widen. So soon? You're already bringing home your future wife? She teases, while his father cheers loudly, congratulating him like he's already married. The scene is lighthearted, almost comical, a sharp contrast to the brutal exams earlier. At dinner, Anos' mother playfully questions Misha, asking what she likes about her son. Blushing slightly, Misha admits that Anos treated her kindly when others looked down on her. Hearing this, his mother beams with pride, while Anos simply shrugs it off with his usual calm. But behind the jokes and laughter, there's a deeper truth. Even though the world fears the name Demon King, to his parents, Anos is just their beloved son. And in Misha's eyes, he's more than a reincarnated ruler. He's someone worth trusting. On their way home, Anos and Misha share a quiet moment. Misha admits that despite his overwhelming strength, he has a kind heart. Anos, however, reveals the weight he carries, how the world sees him as a monster, the demon king who should never have been born. For once, he lets his guard down. And in response, Misha gently lowers his head and whispers, "Everything will be okay. From now on, we're friends." But their moment is shattered. The air trembles as creation magic twists their surroundings into a massive arena. Standing before them is none other than the bully's elder brother, accompanied by his clique. He sneers, furious that his family's pride was humiliated. To him, nobles should never lose to commoners. He doesn't hesitate, launching a deadly attack with his allies. Yet Anos barely moves. With a flicker of magic in his eyes, he turns their own spells against them. The explosions backfire instantly, blowing up in their faces. Still, the elder brother refuses to back down. He unveils a forbidden ancestral spell, an attack so destructive that it could level the arena itself. The ground shakes, smoke fills the sky. But when the dust settles, Anos and Misha stand unharmed. Anos calmly explains, "That spell, I created it. Do you really think it could hurt me?" Then, to prove his point, Anos does something shocking. With a wave of magic, he revives the younger bully as a zombie and sets him against his own brother. Fueled by rage over being killed, the younger sibling lashes out violently. The elder fights back, but the zombified brother is stronger, far stronger than before. Anos mocks him, saying that true strength isn't about pride or bloodlines. It's about standing with your family in their darkest hour. He urges the elder brother to call his sibling's name with love, believing it could calm him. Desperate, the noble shouts, but nothing changes. The clash ends with both brothers turned into lifeless stone statues, a tragic symbol of their broken bond. Anos shakes his head, disappointed. Human relationships have become nothing but empty words. With a flick of his magic, he revives them, leaving a final revelation behind. He is the very demon king their ancestors once feared, the same one who died 2,000 years ago. The story shifts into a flashback. We see the original demon king, Anos, in his final days, speaking with the human hero Canaan. Tired of endless wars between humans and demons, Anos proposes a sacrifice. He will give up his own life to create a magical barrier that will keep the two races apart for 2,000 years. Shocked but moved, Canaan agrees. Together, they perform the ritual. Anos crystallizes his power, Canaan shatters it with his blade, and with one final strike, the Demon King allows himself to be slain. Peace is bought with his death, and the barrier is born. Before parting, the two promise, if fate allows them to be reborn, they will meet again, not as enemies, but as friends. Fast forward to the present. Anos has indeed been reborn, and despite being only a month old, he's already outshining every prodigy in the academy. But things aren't so simple. For centuries, history has been twisted. The world now worships a false demon king, while Anos, the true one, has been erased from memory. At the academy, students are divided into groups, each needing a leader chosen by magical ability. Naturally, Anos volunteers, but his teacher refuses. Why? Because his blood isn't considered pure. To her, he's a misfit, unworthy of leadership. Anos doesn't argue. Instead, he calmly challenges her by crafting a flawless magic circle, something students struggle to create even with practice. Then he goes further. With a casual gesture, he corrects the very circle their noble families have revered for generations. The class gasps. The teacher is stunned, and she has no choice but to name him leader. From here, groups begin to form. Misha, of course, joins him, but in another group stands Sasha, Misha's fiery sister, armed with dangerous demonic eyes and a sharp tongue. When she sees Misha treated as nothing more than a magical doll, she mocks her cruelly. Anos doesn't tolerate it. He shuts Sasha down with words sharper than steel, humiliating her in front of the class. Enraged, Sasha unleashes her demonic eyes, powerful enough to destroy walls and shake the entire room. But against Anos? They're useless. With a single glare of his own, her power crumbles. Instead of finishing her, Anos offers her a chance. If you wish, you may join my group. But Sasha refuses, storming off in anger. Before long, she challenges him outright. If she wins their upcoming team battle, Anos will serve her. If she loses, she'll join him instead. Without hesitation, Anos accepts, knowing exactly how this will end. After humiliating Sasha in the group battle, Anos doesn't stop there. With a casual smirk, he lifts her entire castle with one hand and smashes it around like a toy ball. The audience can hardly believe what they're seeing. Sasha's pride as a royal is shattered before everyone's eyes, but Sasha refuses to give up. Desperate, she rallies her team with a fiery speech and convinces them to use a forbidden weapon, an enormous magical cannon. Together, they channel their mana, unleashing a devastating blast straight at Anos. The ground trembles, yet Anos raises just a single finger, blocks the entire attack, and flicks it back at them. The resulting explosion leaves Sasha's team completely shaken. Still, she tries to fight back with her demonic eyes, but Anos effortlessly neutralizes them. Humiliated, Sasha declares she'd rather die than submit, but Anos only laughs, calling her childish. It's Misha's gentle presence that finally calms her down, and seeing her sister's trust in him, Sasha reluctantly agrees to join their group. Later, Sasha confronts Anos, asking why he really wanted her as an ally. His answer isn't just about strength, it's about her eyes, a power he admires. For the first time, Sasha blushes, flustered by his words. That night, Anos brings both sisters home. His parents are overwhelmed. First one girl, now two. His father practically cries with joy while his mother teases him non-stop. Over dinner, Sasha sees the warmth of Anos' family for the first time, and it leaves her quietly touched. But the night doesn't end there. As Anos walks the sisters home, Sasha stops him outside. She thanks him, not just for protecting her, but for mending her broken bond with Misha. Anos brushes it off, but she suddenly pulls him close and kisses him. A bold move, though she insists it's just a thank you. Still, both admit it was their first kiss. The next day, the sisters talk in private. Misha admits she has feelings for Anos while Sasha denies it, though her blushing face betrays the truth. She reveals her painful past, how her destructive eyes isolated her from everyone, leaving her lonely until Misha was the only one brave enough to stay by her side. Back in class, Misha reveals that Sasha's birthday is tomorrow, and she wants to find the perfect gift. Coincidentally, their next exam involves exploring an ancient castle filled with rare relics. Anos suggests heading to the very bottom, where the most powerful treasure awaits. When asked how he knows, he smirks and says, "Because this castle once belonged to me." What the others don't know yet is that tomorrow isn't just Sasha's birthday, it's also Misha's. The sisters are twins, but unlike Sasha, Misha doesn't want anything for herself. All she cares about is giving her sister a reason to smile. As the group explores deeper into the ruins, Sasha tries using her demonic eyes to scout ahead, but finds nothing. Anos, unfazed, simply smashes through the wall with brute strength, revealing a hidden passage. Beyond it lies a breathtaking chamber, once familiar to him from 2,000 years ago. At the heart of this place rests the legendary staff they came to retrieve, but the door protecting it is sealed with anti-magic. No spell can open it. While the sisters are shocked, Anos casually pushes it open with his bare hands, reminding them that not every problem needs magic. Inside, Sasha claims the staff with joy while Anos guides Misha into the treasure vault. Gold, silver, and relics glimmer everywhere. He tells her to pick something for Sasha's birthday, and she quietly chooses a coat she thinks will suit her sister. She notices a shining silver ring, but when Anos offers it, she refuses. Her only wish is to see Sasha happy, but that happiness doesn't last long. When Misha gifts the coat to her sister, Sasha's eyes suddenly glow, and in a shocking twist, she stabs Misha. Smirking, Sasha reveals her kindness was only an act. She mocks Anos for trusting her after just one kiss and declares she'll use the staff to rise above everyone, even if it means betraying her sister. To stop Anos from attacking, she curses Misha with conditional magic. If he fights Sasha, Misha will suffer. Confident, Sasha tries to escape, but Anos is always 10 steps ahead. He had already healed Misha the moment he saw her wound and fooled Sasha with an illusion. Exposed, Sasha unleashes her destructive demonic eyes, only for Anos to freeze her in place with ease. He's ready to end it, until Misha steps in. Despite the betrayal, she still sees Sasha as her sister and begs Anos to spare her. Reluctantly, he agrees. That's when the real truth comes out. Misha reveals that she isn't Sasha's twin at all. She's a magical construct, a living doll born from Sasha's soul. On their shared birthday, Misha will vanish forever, merging back into Sasha, giving her greater power and knowledge. For years, Misha accepted this fate, believing she was never meant to exist. But meeting Anos changed everything. He gave her memories that felt like a miracle. Overwhelmed, Anos pulls her into an embrace and asks what she truly wants. Her answer is simple. She just wants Sasha not to hate her. Anos promises her the impossible, that she will live to see tomorrow's sunrise. Sasha, however, refuses to show weakness. She challenges Anos. If he can control her magic circles, she'll answer honestly. Of course, Anos succeeds instantly. Cornered, Sasha finally confesses. She never truly hated Misha. The truth is, she researched forbidden magic, hoping to save her sister by transferring her own life into Misha. But Misha couldn't reject it because she had already seen through Sasha's act. Deep down, Sasha's harshness had always been a mask for love. The sisters break down, torn between sacrifice and survival. That's when Anos cuts in, almost amused. Enough with the drama. The Demon King is here. Do you really think I can't protect you both? With confidence only he can carry, he prepares to rewrite fate itself. Because to him, saving them isn't a question of possibility, it's simply what he will do. After Anos shares his overwhelming power with Sasha and Misha, the three attempt to change the past. But just as things start to move forward, Ivas ambushes them. His plan? To use the sisters as sacrifices to resurrect the false Demon King. Anos only smirks and says, "Did you forget? I already returned long ago." With a single strike of his demonic sword, he pushes Ivas back. But when they attempt time travel, something goes wrong. They're dragged into a blinding white void. Here, the Guardian of Time appears, warning Anos to stop meddling with destiny. Of course, Anos doesn't back down. Ivas joins forces with the Guardian, gaining the ability to bend time itself. He freezes the battlefield, trapping Sasha and Misha in place. Yet, Anos continues to move freely. That's when Ivas realizes this isn't just any opponent. This is the true Demon King. The fight turns one-sided. Ivas throws everything at him, but Anos dodges effortlessly, almost mocking him. Finally, Anos breaks the barrier around the sisters and asks them a simple question. "Do you believe I am your king?" With tears in their eyes, they shout, "Yes, Anos, we believe." Their faith unlocks the final key. They're transported to the moment of their creation, where Anos changes history itself. Now, instead of Misha disappearing, the sisters are reborn as true twins. Furious, Ivas tries to undo it all, but Anos summons a devastating demonic sword and ends him in a single blow. Even Ivas's healing magic fails, proof of how absolute Anos's power really is. But instead of leaving him erased, Anos revives Ivas in his castle, stripping away the false memories that bound him. Now, even Ivas bows to the truth. The real Demon King has returned. With the danger past, Sasha apologizes to Misha for her harshness, while Anos gifts Misha a silver ring as a birthday present, symbolizing her rebirth. The sisters' bond is restored, and for the first time, they can truly smile together. Later, the story flashes back 2,000 years, where we see Anos' loyal aide, Shin, in action. After defeating a colossal water dragon, Shin requests a single wish: to be reborn in the distant future. Anos agrees, not realizing how important this promise will become. Back in the present, a new arc begins. A mysterious transfer student appears, and rumors swirl about a stolen staff. While the class blames Anos' team, he exposes the real culprit with ease. That's when a new character steps into the spotlight. Misa, a half-demon, half-spirit girl who secretly runs Anos' fan club. Despite her painful past, she believes in him completely, and her conviction hints at even bigger battles to come.